Hey gang, welcome to Stud Pack and welcome back to the shop. In our previous video, you saw Jordan and I demolish these two bathrooms that were here. Two 50-year-old bathrooms, now they're outside on the trailer. And that is in preparation for a massive, epic bathroom in this total space. We all love how quickly demo goes, and you never know what you're gonna find. We found cast iron pipes coming out of the slab for our sewer, 3/4 inch copper for our water supply, and rigid conduit for our electric. It's all in our way and it all has to be moved. We're gonna start with the plumbing. Let's get started right now. So what's the number one thing you need when you build a bathroom? Well, you need a sewer line, right? You can have water and electric, but it's all for naught if you don't have a sewer. I had originally wanted to come in here with a concrete saw or hire it out, cut this concrete out and bury all the lines under the slab, re-pour the concrete. My buddy didn't want to do that because he's worried about all the concrete dust in the air. Something about dust on his cars. You know how those car guys are. So we're actually gonna frame this up with some 2x6s and put our plumbing in that framing. Now a 2x6 is only 5 1/4 tall. If I were to use 4-inch pipe, which I'd rather do, I don't have enough room to get my fall. What am I talking about? 4-inch pipe is 4.5 inches OD. A 2x6 is 5 1/4 tall. I don't have room to move that pipe very much and get my fall for my flow. So we're gonna use 3-inch pipe and tie into this 3-inch stack right here in a 2x6 foundation. As you can see on the floor, I've already got the fittings scattered out. Let me walk you through it. We are gonna have to cut the concrete right here and we're gonna tie into the cast iron with this 3-inch double quarter bend. So I've got an inlet here and I got an inlet here. It's gonna face that direction. Coming back this way, we're gonna come to this 3-inch cross and it's got a 2-inch bushing in these 3 inlets. This side's gonna pick up the lavatory here. This side's gonna pick up the lavatory on that side and the kitchen sink. We're gonna come out of this side to a 2-inch Y, pick up a P-trap on the linear drain in the shower. Jordan and I have never done the linear drain. We're excited about that. And then we're gonna come up here with our vent and tie into the existing vent. These 2 vanities also be vented up. And then on this side, we're gonna come out of the quarter bend here to a 3-inch Y into a 3x4 toilet L facing like that. Pick up the toilet, and we're gonna come into the wall, turn up with a 3-inch 90, pick up the urinal and the water fountain. So that's a lot of fittings and a lot of pipe. Now Jordan and I are the only 2 people who know the final design of this bathroom. So make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video and all this plumbing is gonna make perfect sense. So what's our first step? Well, we're gonna cut some concrete. I know in the beginning we said we weren't gonna do any concrete removal, but we have to do a little bit right here. How come? Remember this fitting, this double quarter bend? I want the inlets right here, this part, to be flush with the slab so that this pipe is on top of my slab and I have room to slope up in each direction to catch our fixtures. Now check this out. This stack right here, it's just a short piece of cast iron. I'm gonna send my tape measure down here and I'm gonna hook the bottom of this piece where it enters the bell under the slab. Where is it? Right there. All right, I'm hooked on the end of the pipe and I'm at 19 inches. Let's pull this out. This is 11 above the slab. So that means that the top of the bell under the slab is only 8 inches down. And that's my goal. I gotta get to that hub. This is a hub on that cast iron pipe. I'm gonna take my Porter cable with a diamond blade on it and I'm gonna score as deep as I can all around here. Then we're gonna get our Bosch demolition hammer and chip out the concrete. The reason I do this, it just makes it for a little bit neater cut and it gives me a place to what? To end, Jordan?
To reference.
Yeah.
It's the same when you're doing woodworking and you score your wood and then chisel from that score line.
Right.
It's just easier than using a pencil line or something.
We could get in here with that bulldog, but by the time we're done, we're this big, right? So we have a nice, neat hole there. So let me get my hearing protection on, safety glasses, and we're gonna make that cut. We're gonna keep the blade cool with some water. Just got a little hole in the cap, and it should be good to go. This is the easy part. Let's get started. All right, my Porter cable never lets me down. Now we've shown this tip a lot on this channel, cutting concrete with an electric saw and cooling the blade, keeping the dust down with a little water bottle. And we got a lot of comments about how unsafe it is. Now yes, there may be some risk, but check this out. This is a double insulated tool. In other words, this is all plastic where my hand is. And we're plugged into a ground fault over there. We also have had comments in the past that plugging a double insulated tool into a ground fault doesn't give you ground fault protection because a double insulated tool doesn't have a ground prong on it, right? It's just two blades, but that's not how a ground fault works. That's the subject for another video. We are ground fault protected and we have a double insulated tool. So making that cut is gonna make the next step a lot easier. Let's head to the tailgate and grab our Bosch hammer and get it set up to start demoing some concrete. All right, we're about to get started. Now, we have this water line right here, and I just decided I'm gonna leave the water on. That way, if I damage the line, water's gonna spray everywhere, and I'm gonna know right away. I can easily run outside and turn off the meter just like we showed you in the last video. So let's get our mask on again and start chipping some concrete.
Okay, so what's that? Sand?
Yeah.
Epic.
I was thinking it's gonna be like that.
Oh, thank God.
Nice.
Well, we're not out of the woods yet, right?
Let's start working your way like this way.
Yeah.
And then we'll have room to clear all that.
Right.
So do that side, yeah.
What's that? Give it back. Oh.
You want to put that chisel, go a little more, we'll put that chisel on there.
Yeah.
And this is already moving. Well,
Yeah. All right. I got that.
now to get the feeling, it's another one of those rubber gaskets.
That'd be cool. Let me get a little bit more.
It is.
Nice.
No lead.
Nice. Let me get a little bit more then.
What, you want to clean this up?
No, this.
Oh, okay. All right, we're making great progress. Now, Jordan catches a lot of heat in the comments about always on the camera, and Pops is always doing the work, right?
That's right.
But he did pull that away from me, and Jordan chipped out most of this concrete. Now, when we made...
And can I just say, there's a reason why in the montages that you see, the clips are only, what, half a second, 1 second long?
Right.
Is get a 1 second clip, do the work, whatever.
Right.
I'm not upset about it.
All right. Now,
Kind of.
Now, we made that cut a couple inches deep, and this part on the top just peeled right off with the hammer. So then we only had another couple inches to go. It turns out the concrete here is only about 4 inches thick. And I can already feel the hub, and I can see it with my hammer here. Now, like we said earlier, this building, 50 years old, built in 1972. Traditionally, when we've worked on cast iron that was that old, the joints under the slab or under the house were leaded, and everything above the ground had the rubber gasket there. But checking this out right here, I think that's a rubber gasket, Jordan. It is. And look at this, it's already loose. So what I say, instead of chipping around this water line anymore and risk breaking it, let's see if we can clean this out all the way to the hub and get this piece of pipe out. If we can do it that way, we're gonna save a lot of aggravation, and we're gonna save the risk of breaking this water line, or poking a hole in it rather, with our hammer. You up for it?
Let's do it.
All right, I think let's just get the vacuum, suck all that out, and we'll see if we can get this stack out of there.
Cool.
All right. Yeah, it's like the beach.
What beach did you go to where people were vacuuming sand? That's something that you would do. Let's build the perfect sandcastle.
The sand here is as loose as the sand at Pensacola Beach.
Yep, I can see you in the beach with a vacuum, shop vac, building a sandcastle, and you've got a shop vac in your vac. I can see you doing that.
With my laser?
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we can pull that out, bud. You think we can?
Let's do it.
All right, how are we gonna do it?
This is my idea. I went over to the table, and this is the first thing I found. You think I can do this?
Like King Arthur's sword?
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I don't think so.
No? All right, well, let's clamp it on there.
Let's try it.
Oh.
Wiggle it. There you go. Oh, look at you. Does it feel like...
It kind of feels like it's coming out. I think if I did that for a while,
It would come out?
it would come out, but so would my spine out of my back. So maybe.
Why don't we try this? I like the vice grip idea, but
Uh-huh.
why don't we get a board and see if we can lift right here with a board and get some leverage on that guy.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
All right, before we get the 2x4, I actually have this 24-inch aluminum Schick pipe wrench. Let me know if you ever heard of that brand. This is from World War II. I know that.
Wow.
So I'm gonna get on here. I can take a bite and look, I can move it a lot.
All right. So if you hold on to that and do that, and I grab the vice grip, we might be able to get it.
Let's try it. Why don't you put that thing on the tripod and we'll show everybody if it works or not.
No. It was worth a try.
No,
No?
no. It's too much. All right, let me just keep twisting.
Okay.
Pull. All right, we're not going to be able to brute force it out of there, gang. The gasket is doing its job. So what we're going to do, I'm going to put the pipe wrench right under the hub, and we decided a little lubrication down here is going to help. So we found this soap in the shop. It's a Japanese cherry blossom. I didn't know you were into that, dude. Where's the orange Gojo like every shop has? All right, let's squirt some on there and see if we can get this out. This is taking longer than doing the concrete.
Right.
Yep. I think I'm almost there. Oh, there we go. Come on. Woo! Look at that.
Nice.
Good job, bud. That's half the battle. We're ready to run some pipe. Let's do it. Now we pulled the old one out and it's actually in pretty good shape, but check it out compared to the new one. Look how many more ribs there are on the outside and on the inside. So if this one held that well for 50 years, we know this brand new one's gonna hold that well for 100 years. Let's install this thing, bud. I'm ready. All right, we got it all cleaned up. We're gonna leave this little pile right here just to put it back in the hole. We'll put the concrete on top of it because we only bought one bag and we actually need it for another little project right over here. Now we're gonna start right here with our sewer, and this fitting is gonna go right there. So we need to measure for the piece of pipe that goes between the plastic hub and the cast iron hub, or in between them actually. I'm gonna put this on the slab just like that. Get my tape measure. We had a viewer send me 2 of these.
That's
we
right.
appreciate it so much. These things are awesome. I love them. All right, top of the cast iron to the bottom of the plastic. I'm at 2.5. I'm gonna bury 1.5 inches of pipe inside the plastic hub, so now I'm at 4. And I've got room in the hub for 2 inches of pipe plus a little bit more. So let's take this piece of pipe, cut a 6-inch piece, and get this thing glued up. So you're supposed to put the gasket on the pipe first and then shove it into the hub, but it was fighting us. So you put the gasket in the hub, and then you could see us fighting putting the pipe in the gasket after it's in the hub. So we're gonna put a little bevel on here. That's gonna make it a lot easier. And I don't have any tools to do that, but I dug around my friend's shop. Check it out. That's gonna work perfectly. Appreciate that, Steve. I'll put that in my truck. I'm gonna use that all the time.
Whoa, dude. That thing is cordless. You sure you know how to use that?
What do? You squeeze this trigger right here?
That's right, and that's a battery.
That's the battery.
That's
Got
right.
it. All right, let's head out to the truck and put some bevel on this pipe.
Not bad.
All right, let's try it. Use this as a test.
Lower.
A little more, huh? Don't want to pull that out, as I just said. Don't want to pull it out, but it's going in easy now. So we got it. We're home free, dude. Woo. lot. That last little tap, it went a lot, didn't it? All right, let's try to pull it out. All right, we were able to pull that out and then put it in the second time without going too far. It's right where we want it. So I got my primer. Let's glue this thing together, and then we can start running some pipe. I'm excited about that, dude.
Yeah.
I've got the big cans this time. Quarter turn. How we looking?
Really good.
Good? It's looking pretty good, but I think I want to go down just a little bit more. Put this right here like that, and I'm gonna tap it, and you tell me when, bud, all right?
Okay. That's good right there.
Now we're using 3-inch PVC as our main line right here, going to the fitting we just installed. And like we said, we're gonna come off of here with 2-inch to pick up one of the vanities, here with 2-inch to pick up the other vanity, and here with 2-inch to pick up the shower. So to transition from the 3-inch hub to 2-inch pipe, we have that bushing. We're gonna glue it right in the hub on all 3 of them, and then we're set for 2-inch pipe. Now notice this cross fitting. See how it's sweeping that way? That's your flow. That's the direction of your flow. You would never install it that way. We're going to dry fit all of our pipe. No glue. The only glue we have right now is right here and in those 3 bushings. So I'm going to cut everything a little bit long. When we take it apart for the final glue up, I'm going to be fine. So just remember, this is a dry fit. Now we're going to dry fit it for a couple of reasons. Number one, proof of concept. We want to make sure that our design is going to work. Everything's going to drain properly, everything's going to vent properly. And then we have to put our floor down. It's going to be very difficult to frame this floor with 2x6s and get these 3-inch pipes and all these fittings where they belong. So we kind of have to do both at the same time, right? Framing and plumbing together. So we're going to set you up on a time lapse, kind of get you overhead, kind of a bird's eye view, and we're going to cut and measure and get this thing done. It's not going to take long. Now one more thing before we start, this guy's in my way. Our new wall is going to be out here. So we're going to cut it off with a hacksaw, and I've got a plug to plug this pipe because we're going to abandon this one. You ready to get started, bud? Good. All right, we're going to come out of the time lapse. Let's take a walk through our new bathroom. Just put on your imaginary glasses with me and let's walk through it. The new wall is going to be about right here, right where this vent is, in fact. Going to have a right-hand door swinging this way. So on the left, we're going to inset some storage cabinets for all your towels and clothes. There'll be a wall right here where that door opens against. We also need a place for our light switches. They're going to be on that wall. Come around the wall, right here. Gonna have your basic toilet. Right here, a urinal for the guys. I'm gonna turn it around, facing the shower. We're gonna walk between his and her vanities on either side. On the her vanity side, there's gonna be a makeup center right here, a fold-down desk, mirrors. It's gonna be epic. That thing's gonna be custom made. So you're gonna walk through the vanities into the shower. Shower heads on either side, maybe some body sprays, we'll figure all that out later. Maybe some rainfall heads, right, Jordan? Maybe some benches.
Custom wall behind.
Yep. And this wall behind us is going to be the accent wall. It's going to blow your mind when you walk in that door and see what's here. We have something very special planned for this wall. In fact, we called in a custom guy. He's going to be here Wednesday to start working on what we're going to put right here. Can't wait to show that to you. And then yesterday, we spent all day, me, Jordan, and my wife, Liz, picking out all the materials for here. Have some epic tile picked out. It's going to look fantastic. But before we wrap up this video, we have one more task. Let's mix up a little bit of concrete and fill up this hole. We don't want that dirt showing and critters coming through. Let's grab the wheelbarrow, mix up a little concrete. All right, the concrete is done, and it's kind of rough, but it doesn't have to be Paul perfect because this is all going to be covered with our new bathroom floor deck. To be honest, gang, this plumbing kind of had me a little bit anxious, right, Jordan? But it came out great. Super impressed with how well this worked right here, and I can't wait to see what this bathroom looks like at the end. I think we're going to come over here tomorrow, Jordan. We're going to get our lists made for all our lumber. There's a privately owned local lumber yard right around the corner. We'll bring that to them, get our lumber delivered next week, and then while we're waiting on them, we got to move this electrical and obviously the plumbing. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you chip around your like button, make sure you don't damage the water line that's right next to us, smash it for us, ask a question, leave us one of your awesome comments. Please subscribe, that means the world to Jordan and me, and we will see you on our next video.